I am a guy who has always picked at my fingernails. I don't bite my nails. To me,
Hmm.
that's gross because your hands are like the dirtiest thing in the world. It's like your hand, a kitchen sink, those types of things are dirtier than your toilet. And so
Mm.
I don't like the idea of ever putting my fingers in my mouth. But I do pick at my nails, and it's like a nervous habit. And I don't like having long nails. It's just not my thing. I don't like playing basketball and getting cut by Freddy Krueger out there playing with long fingernails. So I don't ever want to do that to anybody else. So yeah, I had noticed recently my nails had grown out. So there's a look. I don't know if you can zoom in, Jason. No worries if you can't. But this was this was the other day. That's how long my fingernails had gotten.
Okay.
Pretty long, right?
Yep.
Like,
Which, by the way, dude, do you remember Deion Sanders' take on nails from back in the day?
huh?
He told us this when we were at ESPN, and it always stayed with me. If he judges people by looking at their nails and how clean they are. And
Mm-hmm.
if he looks down and sees a man, he's talking about men here, with dirty nails, he thinks that's a disgusting person and wants nothing to do with them.
Wow.
And that always stuck with me because I was like, I've never even heard anybody have a hot man nail take. That's amazing to me, but that's how primetime was.
So I have noticed, like, every once in a while you see a professional athlete's hands and you notice that they're finely manicured.
Hmm.
And it's not like there's nail polish or anything on them, but they look really good. They have a little bit of that white end. I don't even know what it's called on the end of it. And it's not, they're not sharp or whatever. And I've just always wondered. I've always felt bad that I destroy my fingernails. I don't think it's a good look, right?
Yeah.
And so I asked my wife, I was like, hey, I think I want to go to a nail salon and just try this out. I've always wanted to try it. And she was like, yeah, you want a pedicure for your feet. I was like, nah, I don't want to mess with my feet. I want my fingernails. And she goes, okay, you need to go in and ask for a manicure. And I'm like, all right. So Sunday, I had some time and I called this nail salon that was near me, and it was in Salina. And so I went to it. And I was a little nervous going to it. I felt weird. Like, man, I've never done this. I'm probably going to walk in. There's going to be, based on every stereotype I've seen about this, it's going to be an Asian proprietor, and there's gonna be a thick accent when they talk to me about what I want, and I was kind of looking forward to that, or I was looking forward to it busting the stereotype, just having it be, "Hey man, what you want with your nails? We
It's
got you.
me. It's me, Billy Joe Bob, and I'm here to make your nails look good.
Howdy, partner." And so I got there, and it was nothing but women,
Hmm.
and it was everyone that worked there was of the Asian persuasion,
Oh,
and when I called, they were like, "Yeah, I can get you in right now if you come." I'm like, "All right, what the hell? Come up there right now." Every staff member was busy with someone when I walked in, and so I was like, "Oh no, don't want to wait in here." It smelled terrible. It smelled like
right.
chemicals.
Yeah.
And so they called a lady out of the back, and she was young, super young, and I don't know if she was like their backup or maybe she wasn't. She definitely wasn't number one on the depth chart. And so I sat down in a chair. I didn't even know which side to sit on. She was like, "Sit down here, put your hands on this thing." And she immediately just started cutting my fingernails so much. It was a terrible experience. Like, they look terrible. It doesn't look anywhere what I thought it was. I think she went too short. Like, the nerves are exposed a little bit.
Oh.
And Jason, I took a picture of it in the parking lot as I was leaving, and you can tell the difference. And yeah, it hurt. She was kind of look how it's not even they're not even all the same proportion, right?
That's not a real pedicure, dude.
It's
Or manicure, I should say. That's not a good, like, yeah, that's really poorly done. I think it might have been just someone that was also a customer walked up and started
I
working on
mean,
your hands.
she
No,
kept
he got the
saying,
end of the bench. Ben got the end of the bench there.
yeah,
Absolutely.
she kept saying sorry. She apologized, and like
Oh,
she kept putting extra stuff on my. I think she was cutting me in certain places. But it was a terrible experience. I could have easily done this. I could have just cut them down to the nub and
Yeah.
exposed all the nerves. It was a horrible experience, and I will never, ever do it again.
No. That sucks. Because you got screwed. First of all, well, second or third of all, how much did you pay for this?
$20.
What?
That's what it was. $20.
Okay. Yeah, that person didn't work there. Those things are so much more expensive than that.
Yeah, that was
Now-
a $20 manicure. I just looked
It
at. Now
was.
that makes sense.
I think they discounted you. Hey, man, don't do anything gross.
Yeah.
I think they discounted you because they knew they had someone that had never cut your nails. We need to get you at a better place. I am a fan of a pedicure and a manicure. Now, I'm a much bigger fan of a pedicure. I highly recommend a pedi. Pedis are dope.
On your feet?
Not only do they work your nails, okay, I'm talking about on your feet. They get your nails all fixed up, but then they soak it in this hot water, and it feels so good, dude. It's about, a 45-minute experience, and pedicures are fantastic. I have had a few, manicures before. But for me, the pedi is where it's at. I highly recommend it, dude.
Man, I that's what I hear. That's great. I probably will go do that. I think it's a gross habit to like pick at your nails, and it's something I've been guilty of. And so I just thought, hey, what the hell? I'll stop doing this. And when I notice people that have like their nails aren't all chewed down or picked down, and I'm like, hey, that's kind of a good look.
Yeah.
And so I thought, what the hell, man? I'll try to do something that looks good and that, I don't know, it just doesn't look as disheveled and as these uneven nails. But dude, she butchered me, bro.
Yeah, you got butchered. Did you tip?
Yes, I am an over tipper, and it's a legit problem. Like, I'll give you an example. Whenever I go to Starbucks, and I go to Starbucks way too often,
Holy shit, Ben.
they hand me the thing, and they're like, in the drive-thru, they hand you the thing. It's going to ask you a question, and then, and you're like, the question is, do you want to tip on a $7 coffee or a $5 coffee or a $9 coffee, whatever it is? And I always feel so guilty by not doing it because I've worked in the service industry. I know the job sucks, but man, I don't want to tip while you hand me an expensive coffee. If you go through Starbucks with the app, can you avoid? If you pay with like the app, you hold it out, do you avoid the tip?
I really have no idea. I don't know. I'm not. I don't have the Starbucks app, and I don't think I. Oh, Jason's popping in.
Yeah, you can avoid it, but it still hits you digitally, and it'll let you tip after you've made the transaction. So like down the road,
So it's
in your
Uber.
car, it's like, hey, don't forget your balance.
Yeah, that's like an Uber thing. Hey man, we're watching you. Are you going to give more money or what? Because we don't pay our employees enough. We leave that to you. We overcharge you for the coffee and then expect you to pay our employees.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the Starbucks thing.
Yeah, so
Well-
I tipped. I think I tipped $10. I felt bad for her. But I was like, wow, I've missed nothing. This absolutely sucks. But you're saying it was just a bad experience. I caught the B team butcher.
I think you caught someone that was their very first time. In fact, I think they were running
That's
a
some
training.
bullshit, Skin.
No, I'm serious. They were running a training program, and they thought that you walked in. They go, that guy doesn't know anything about nails. We'll send hey, why don't you go do your first job over on that guy? And I think
Man.
that's what happened to you.
The only noise that was happening in the whole place was one lady having a conversation on a phone in a foreign language. And so she had her ear pods in or whatever, and it was loud. Like she was clearly the boss of the whole shop because she was just having this super loud conversation in a foreign language. Everyone else was terrified to speak.
Do you does Kat go and do the nail thing often?
I don't know how often she goes. I know her and Grace go every now and then, but
Yeah.
her nails look nice. But
Was that the same place she sent you?
No, she didn't send me anywhere. I just looked on. I went to the closest possible place I could go to
Okay.
because I just wanted to get it over with. I was nervous about it. I was like,
So here's what I would recommend. And I know that my wife and my daughter both have a regular person they go see because they love that person.
Mhm.
So Kat may have a regular person, she may not. But get her advice on where to go. And the next time you go, dude, seriously, do the pedicure. Wait, I have them mixed up. Manicures, hands, pedicure. Yeah, do the pedicure. And when you do the pedicure, I did this in 2011 with my wife. Have them paint on your big toe a blue big toe, and then in white put 41 on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the thing
Yeah,
to do.
that's a nice touch.